Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Jets. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Garden, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points.
Here's the kicker, Zane. Get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Wilson. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him. And really,
and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roberts. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw on 3rd down. Roberts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. A beautiful fake. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Michael Carter, the one he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Now it's Wilson.
This one caught by Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Get ready.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Looking to throw. Roberts.
Gets this to the former Jet, Ronnie Anderson.
Anderson loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere, and got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Brian Burns.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Nice play there by Brian Burns, chasing down a quarterback in the pocket. He had 16 and a half sacks in his first 2 years in the league, including 9 in 2020.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A handoff for Carter.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On 1st down, Wilson. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give, Carter running right.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake the...
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Come on now. Sack City.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 6-0 our score after 1.
Move. You got 3 down.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Roberts throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
They'll check this one down to Carter.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Here we go.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, it's Carter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 45 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Alex Erickson elects to take it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Roberts. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On
the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That caught by Trimble.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Roberts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And the grab by Croft. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be
you
really
don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a 2nd-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the 2nd pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll lose.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yetur Gross-Matos. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Keep it up, guys.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. For Marshall, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. On 1st and 10, Roberts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Here's 2nd and 10. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing something.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now here's Johnson.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin in Atlanta. Two rookie head coaches squaring off in the season opener. Nick Sirianni of Philadelphia taking on Arthur Smith in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Marvin Jones, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Cardinals out on top. James Conner, a touchdown run in that first half. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Panthers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Roberts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Here's Roberts to throw on third down. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now Carter to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers about ready to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Roberts now from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd and 11.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Roberts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you think on 3rd down, they'll just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons have added to their lead. Matt Ryan, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Roberts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Roberts. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Wilson finding Crowder there. First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now it's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Carolina getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Roberts. Fights through it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. And what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
We got this.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Carter.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The kick by Lambeau is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw is Roberts. Throwing on first down. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Roberts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Roberts on 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Number 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Now Roberts on 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Brian Burns getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Carter. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Uncorks one for Davis. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Roberts on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Throwing is Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. And it's 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
On first down, Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
He was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a run with Hubbard. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Roberts. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal from the 6. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's go. Let's go.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.